as always, you're so stuck with me, Ryan Winch Garcia, and I'm sitting here with the wonderful Kathy Sweeney from Jen's Friends, who's got a lot to talk about. There's the 4th annual golf scrambles coming up. Is that correct?
Yeah, June 15th.
That's big news. I mean, it's a great event for Jen's Friends. If you don't know about Jen's Friends, can you kind of just give a background on what Jen's Friends is all about?
Sure. We were started about 15 years ago. Many people know the story of Jennifer Hill, who had a cancerous brain tumor, no insurance, very typical of a lot of people here in the Mount Washington Valley. But you know, the medical costs are one thing when you have cancer. It's the day-to-day living expenses that people are not prepared for. And when someone's sick with cancer, somebody's not working. So what happens is mortgages sometimes can't be paid, light bills. It's very hard for families to be able to afford good food. And by that I mean food that's nutritious and going to help the cancer victim. And then you also, have all the treatment that people need. And until recently, we didn't have a lot of that treatment here in the Mount Washington Valley. More and more people are able to be treated here, but we still have a lot of clients who need to be transported down to, I guess there's one in Maine, in Saco, Maine, and then a lot of people go over to Dartmouth Hitchcock as well. So everyone knows the price of gas is ridiculous. So we also provide gas cards. So our mission is not to pay medical expenses, but to help with the day-to-day necessary living expenses that a family incurs when they have someone in their family who's battling cancer. Absolutely. That's what we're doing. Presently helping 63 families, your neighbors, your friends, right here in the Mount Washington Valley.
Absolutely. And a big way that you guys raise money for that is with the golf scramble that's coming up. Isn't this one of the premier, events for the summer for raising money?
We have two major fundraisers that Jen's Friends themselves actually put on. One is the Hill Climb. It's the signature event. You all know about it.
Absolutely.
This year the event will be September 15th. And that one-day event helps us with about half of what our annual budget is. Then we've added the golf tournament about 4 years ago, and that has been growing and growing every year. And then actually this past winter we did add the flocking. So
right,
some of you
Flamingos, how could we forget? Absolutely.
And weren't they cute with their little scarves?
Friends, it was quite a mess. It was not a pretty sight. No, I'm kidding. But that was a great way to raise money. That was hilarious seeing around the valley, and it's a great way for the community to recognize that, hey, we're doing our part and also having fun with it. Because I think that's people forget is that it's a tough thing, but at the same time, when we're raising the money, it's important to have fun, and one of the ways is the golf tournament.
Yes.
How much fun is that? And also, and it's new this year. You're doing 2 courses, correct?
Yeah. At the suggestion of Bob McGraw and Kevin Walker, last year we sold out, which is commendable to that committee that works with me, because I'll tell you, not many golf tournaments are able to do that these days with the economy. But we had a waiting list. So they came up with the idea of running a 9-hole tournament the same day, the same time at the Eagle Mountain House. And if you know where the 2 golf courses are, there's only maybe a mile or two's drive between the 2. So we're going to tee off the full field at the Wentworth at 2 o'clock on Friday, and at 4:30 we're hoping to tee off a full field of 9-hole golfers at the Eagle Mountain House. So there'll actually be 2 tournaments running at the same time, and then everyone comes back to the Red Fox for the banquet, the awards, and the dinner. So it should be very interesting. There's some differences between the 2 courses and the 2 tournaments. The Wentworth is the traditional 4-person team. The Eagle Mountain House is a 6-person team, so more like the Don Ho. And it'll be a little bit looser in that there's not quite as many contests going on up there, but they still do have 3 of the 9 holes will be contest holes. There'll be a smaller field. We maxed that course out at 10 teams.
Wow.
So currently we have space for about 8 more teams up there. We have 2 in and paid. The Wentworth, we can take up to 34 teams, and we have 28.
Wow, so both are filling up. So definitely. Now, my question is, a golfer like me, if I was there now, the golf courses are very close to each other.
Yes.
Very close. They're so close that probably when I would tee off, if I land on the other golf course, does it count? Can I just play on? Can I play on with my group? Because luckily, I think I'd be bouncing back and forth, from hooking it to slicing it. I'd be going Wentworth, Eagle Mountain. So that's how close they are. A golfer like me could be interfering in other people's games from one golf course to another.
To another.
But that's really cool, and it seems like, and kind of different vibes with each one. Like with a 6-person group, you get a bunch of friends together. I mean, really, it's events like these, it's a great time to get together with some friends, maybe come up to the Valley, a reason to come up, kind of plan a weekend around it.
Right. Well, that's why we do it on a Friday afternoon. We do get a lot of people from Massachusetts. They are both a scramble event, though, so you don't have to be a golfer to play.
So I am. It's just, I don't want to injure anybody. That's my biggest concern, is I am dangerous out there. Even if you're standing behind me, like the ball curls and it's a straight line. It's almost impossible, but you never know. Maybe I'll get out there.
Well, the fun part about the scramble, though, is that you're going to play the best shot each time. So even if you do hook it or you slice it, if someone on your team can get it to go straight, then that's all you need.
Okay, good. So I got to start scouting out for some good team members. Well, thank you so much. And hurry up, sign up, get out there. It's gonna fill up before you know it. Then you're gonna be missing out. It's gonna be June 15th, and you're gonna have nothing to do because all your friends are gonna be at this golf tournament. So you can check out for more information.
For more information, you can check out our website.
Okay.
We also have some brochures and posters up around town, and we're also selling raffle tickets because the raffle's open to anyone.
Right,
There's lots of nice gift certificates to area restaurants. There's 3 different hotels that have donated overnight stays. There's things like you can go to water parks, you know, Mount Washington Auto Road trips, things like that. And the raffle tickets are available at Badger Real Estate. They're available at Kathleen Sweeney's CPA office, or see a board member of Jen's Friends. If you know someone on our board, most of them are carrying around the raffle tickets right now. $1 each, 6 for $5, and lots of good prizes.
Yeah, and just ask around. I mean, everybody, I feel like if you can't find, just ask your friend, and they'll tell you, they'll hook you up to where to go. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. And
thank you.
Yes, Jen's Friends, check it out, go to their website, and stay tuned. We'll be back with much more. I got some more